You know, when people stay when they were supposed to be evacuated and they won't leave because their pet is there, then it endangers the emergency rescue people, it endangers the people who stay, it makes it dangerous for everyone. So this is an important issue because, again, seniors and others will not leave unless they know that their pet's going to be in safety's way. And if the pet's not going to be safe, they're staying and they're riding out the storm even though it's dangerous. That's dangerous for everyone. That doesn't make sense. Essentially what it says is that on public transportation during an emergency and during an evacuation that you are able to take your pet. Now, we would never displace human beings, so if the public transportation is filled and there's no room for pets, we can't put them on. But during an emergency situation, a hurricane or some terrible evacuation occurs, you would be able to take your pets. And you might ask why, and the reason is very simple. When pets are not able to be evacuated, when they are left, very often the owner won't leave, particularly senior citizens. So you don't have to be a pet owner or a pet lover to understand that for safety's sake, it's important that we have somewhere for these animals to go. So there's two pieces of legislation over the years that we've dealt with. One of them is having evacuation centers that were for pets because they can't be mixed in with the people and the Red Cross shelters and so forth. And the second bill that we're doing is with public transportation, so again, that senior or other person, any person who has a pet and won't leave the pet, and I can understand why, I wouldn't want to leave the pet either, and that public transportation has space, in that specific instance can take the pet on public transportation. Well, what we saw is, and we've done some work on this, Senator Connors and I had a bipartisan committee. We established legislation that was passed and signed by the governor that set up a lot of protocols for all these issues. Now each and every county, and most of them did, is supposed to have a shelter for pets, at least one. That happened. That worked. Thousands of pets were sheltered during the storm, and it did make a difference. Can we still do better? Absolutely, we still need to do better, but we're moving forward in the right direction. Not only is it the right thing for the pet, it's the right thing for the pet owner, it's the right thing for emergency personnel, so they're not trying to save people and their pets because the people wouldn't leave because they had nowhere to put the pet. And today the bill went through committee, and the next step is we're going to try to get a floor vote on it, actually on the floor of the Senate, and once we do that, we're going to try to get it over to the Assembly and signed by the governor.